Thanks, Adam. And it's not just you. Allergy season really is getting worse in the greater Seattle area. According to the Wyndly Allergy report, Everett was the worst West Coast city for allergies this year. And Abby Acone is tracking these findings for us. Abby, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. I know a lot of people feel me when they know all too well the struggle is so real when it comes to allergies. And we want to talk about this for you. The Wyndly Allergy report, so it looked at data from the last 16 months, and it tracks common allergies in more than 300 cities around the country. Let's talk about it and dive into it. Wyndly co-founder and CEO Akash joins us live. The full breakdown of this year's report. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right, let's get into it. Why is Everett the worst West Coast city for allergies this year? That's wild.
I know, it's really incredible. While we're not 100% sure why Everett specifically happened to just have one of the worst springs we've ever seen on record, we have seen a trend of worsening allergy seasons. And this is really simple. It's because the warmer it gets, the happier plants are. And when plants are happy, they release pollen in the air. They're just trying to party it up.
Yeah, there was this big, kind of climate change report that came out, in the recent months talking about how climate change can aggravate allergy season and make things even worse. Okay, so the allergies that you focus on this report, what do the numbers show in our area and what pollens are you looking at specifically?
Absolutely. So we're looking at the three major types of pollen, which is grass pollen, tree pollen, and weed pollen. And you kind of see these allergy pollen seasons change throughout the months. Now, Everett got hit really, really hard this spring because you guys are the tops when it comes to tree pollen. We saw a massive increase in tree pollen, almost 50% increase compared to last year. And there's just a ton of different trees in the Everett area that seem to be really enjoying this warmer weather.
Oh, could they just calm down already? It's been really tough. Okay, so I know that for those big pollens that you're talking about, there are different peaks, right? When the trees, the grasses, and the mold, when they pop up and down. Can you tell us about the seasonality of when those pollens are the worst and the best in our area?
Yes, absolutely. So what we're going to see is tree pollen will be peaking. We'll start kind of around February. It'll peak in April, and it'll start tapering off. About in June or July, it's ceded its throne to grass pollens. So this is where you would see, if people had huge meadows nearby, that's really what would be pushing the pollen coming into June and July. Then as we shift towards August, September, and October, that's when you want to see the weed pollens, and that's what you're really going to see, that those weed pollens are going to be spiking. So if you have bad allergies, and many people aren't just allergic to tree pollen, they're not just allergic to grass pollen, they're allergic to everything, they're not only suffering in the spring, they're suffering year-round.
Okay, so allergies are bad in our area, and they're expected to only get worse over time. Akash, thanks so much for joining us to talk about this morning.
Thanks so much.
All right, I'll send it back to you.